All right, boys and girls, we have truly, as you saw in the title, an epic unboxing. Now, I don't know if this is me ending the year on a good note. Let me just make sure there's no address stuff on here. There's not. I don't know if I'm ending the year 2023 on a good note or I'm starting 2024 on a good note. Either way, it works. One of these is my final purchase of 2023. And one of these is just a loan from the owner because he was already sending an overnight FedEx package and asked, hey, would you like me to send anything else? And I said, would you mind sending this other thing? So we'll get to it in a second here. And I'm using this amazing Latch 22 from Peter Stain. I've done a video on this. This is the only South African knife that I own. And Peter and his lovely wife, Joyce, were just so kind to gift this to me for doing a video on it. I love it. This thing eats cardboard. So let's get this open and see what I bought and what I get to just check out. I'm super honored. This is really kind of epic because it is finalizing a good portion of my collection. And I don't know which one is which. I believe this is the one I bought and this is the one I'm borrowing just based on the weight. So let's just start with this guy. This is pretty epic for me. And as you'll see, it is the Frank Fischer King Battle. And this culminates a lot in my collection. And I may go on for a few minutes here. So, yeah, just stick with me. It's all about the story. It's all about the journey. I first saw this on Jim Skelton's videos years ago as a guest blade. He had it loaned in from Al, the original owner of this knife. And then it went to Tristan, second owner, and now it's with me, the third owner. And third is significant. I'm getting it in 2023. It rounds out my trifecta of custom full dress battles, a small, a medium, and an extra large, or a medium, large, extra large, whatever, 3 sizes. You've heard me talk about it. I've done a video on this before because Tristan loaned this to me previously. So I'm just honored to have this in my collection. And I just don't know. I'm not sure where my collection goes from here. This is such a heavy hitter piece that I've listed some heavy hitter pieces for sale that haven't sold yet. But, you know, this RJ Martin modulator is going to go because, well, I've made choices. This RJ Shiro soft overkill is on the block. Because, again, I've made choices. I've got a Shiro Ursus over on the other table. Sharknivko Ryu. This is up for grabs. So, yeah, I've made choices. But I think that I've made the right choice. I mean, none of these have sold yet. So, there is that. But there is only one king. And now it's mine. And I will probably do a why do we collect what we collect video again. I've done kind of some collection discussions, discussions, if you will. And I want to expand on that. So let's go on from there. I'm kind of speechless over this, to be quite honest. The action, everything is just amazing. So let's take a look at, and And Tristan sold this to me because he sold some other heavy hitters. He made some choices as well and sold some and or offered up some big heavy hitters so that he could buy a heavier hitter, much like me. So this is something that he's loaned me. And I'm super excited because I've seen one Todd Rexford before in my life. And now I'm seeing the second one in person. This is the Singularity C is the model of this guy, which may be for sale, may not be. He asked me not to use it or carry it. I get to carry it around the house and, I can put it in my pocket and see how it works and do a full video on it and all that good stuff for sure. But this one is still in pristine condition and is a heavy hitter. Oh my God. So, yeah, this is a little higher end than the other Todd Rexford that I've handled that my buddy Eric owns in Utah. And the work on these is incredible. And I'll do a full video on this Rexford shortly. I need to get some more details. I need to spend a little time with it because I want to do Todd Rexford justice when I really talk about him. And these command an amazingly high price. The quality and craftsmanship is amazing. The action is smooth as silk. The interesting thing is these are in the similar ballpark, if you can imagine that, price-wise. This is a full dress, all exotic materials. So many exotic materials, I don't even know what they all are because it's just crazy, right? I don't need to know what they all are, and this is perfect. This is titanium, and I'm not even sure the blade steel. Doesn't really matter again at this level. But the quality, the craftsmanship, and the whatnot equals out similar price. This one is slightly more expensive. Okay? But they're very similar. You would be surprised. He did tell me to be very careful with both of them because they are extremely sharp. I know that for a fact from this one when I got to borrow it for several weeks, a month or so back. I got to use it. I got to do some paper cutting, paper towel tube cut, and things like that. This one, he told me, be careful because it's also extremely sharp. Man, the action is way better. Not that the one that my friend Eric in Utah has, the action on that was great. The action on this is just another level from that one I've handled before. So stay tuned for more details on this guy. And if you would like more videos on this guy, let me know. I don't want to just flood the channel with another Frank Fischer battle. Like, I don't want to just, go overboard with that stuff because that's not really fair. I want you guys to see what you want to see. And I think, this is a pinnacle of my collection now. Having the 3 battles, having a fixed battle, having a battle from Senior, having some just plain Jane battles. Like now I've got a bunch of battles. I may have to just do a battle video. If that's something you want, comment battle down below. But I don't know where I go from here. I really don't. I made a comment in a Rexford group that I'm in that, they were asking, hey, what's your first battle or your first Rexford that you have, and do you still own it? And I commented to the original poster, who's somebody I also know. I said, I don't have one yet, but I'm here hanging around because they're awesome. They look great and all that. And because of him and Tristan keep talking about them so much, I may have to get one in my collection at some point. To which Tristan said, hey, do you want this one as your first? I kind of do, but I kind of can't because this took all my money. I had to be responsible in my knife collecting, right? More choices would have to be made. If all my other things sold really quick and I paid myself back for this, then maybe. Like, you know what I mean? I think Tristan's going to maybe sell this for the right price, but he's also holding on to it to use it as trade bait for another even higher end Rexford, if you know what I mean. Like, again, that's why I need to do kind of a collection video of why we collect what we collect and how it works, and what maybe some of us that are in that higher end collecting market, how we put that together, how we kind of justify it in our mind or rationalize it and things like that. I don't know. If you want something like that, a video like that, type in rationalize down in the comments, and I'll try to put something more together on that. But for now, let me just say, Tristan, thank you so very much for allowing me to be the custodian of the King battle at this point in time. I never want to say that I'm not going to sell anything and it's a forever keeper and things like that. I know too many people that have said that about knives that I now own. So I'd never want to say that. Do I plan on flipping this? No. It will be around for a good while. Maybe forever, maybe who knows, right? But this is going to stick around for quite some time just because it matches the other three. And not matches exactly, but it is really a trifecta of sizes. And so for me, it's kind of a pinnacle. I've been talking to Tristan about this specific one for a number of years, if he was ever going to sell it. So it's really kind of a culmination of a very good and close friendship. So we talk a lot about knives and life and houses and just stuff. It's just really an honor. I think that sometimes we think of these things more than just objects. And when I'm selling some of my higher end things, I'm not interviewing the buyer necessarily, but I'm cultivating it. Like if it matches their collection and, you know, they've got so many other things in the same genre and they're just missing a piece that I own to really further their collection, I'm more apt to do things like that. Like with the battles, I've done that. I bought a battle. Me and Anthony switched battles because the battle I bought more closely matched his Fischer collection. So yeah, there is some of that horse trading back and forth, and there's always money involved and things like that too, which is fine. But it's not all about me. It's about helping the community, helping others cultivate their collections, and then passing things along and moving things around, right? Tristan owned several battles before. He sold one to my buddy Anthony. That's when I got to borrow this one. And now he's battle-less. But he may have no battles, but he's got a few Rexfords. And Rexford is very hot right now. Knife makers kind of go in waves and cycles. Sometimes a knife that's $2,000 today can be $7,000 tomorrow or $10,000 tomorrow. It could be $9,000 today and it could be $2,000 tomorrow too. Like it goes both directions. So I don't know. Now I'm just rambling because I'm just in awe of both of these pieces. And I'm really honored that Tristan sent both of these to me overnight. When we get into these high-end knives, overnight is the only way to go, and we're still nervous the whole time. So we were in constant contact, tracking it minute by minute almost. So as soon as it hit my doorstep, I texted him, said it's here. He texted me and said, great, thank God, all that. So yeah, okay, there you go. I'm done. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you want more of this guy, comment battle. If you want more collecting mentally what we do or how I do things, comment justification or justify down below. Because I think we do. We just rationalize things. We justify things in our own minds. So let me know your thoughts. Tristan, thank you. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate you and everybody that supports the channel. Have a great day, guys. Happy New Year. I can't wait to see what 2024 has. It very well may have no knives for me, but we shall see. Thanks a lot, everyone.